high, Paul? Up like that? Is that going to be good for you? Okay. Wow. George, thank you. I have an idea where you got some of those. As I was watching everybody else's thing, I was like, what are they going to do? I really don't have things like that, but somehow you did some amazing mining. Thank you all very much. It's quite an honor to be here, quite an honor to be part of the class of 2025. Over and over, people have been talking about how amazing the class is, and I keep looking at them all and saying, yeah, they are, forgetting that they're also including me. Wow. Not something that anybody would have ever started a volleyball club for. In 1985 was a very special year in my life. First, I was fortunate enough to marry the most beautiful woman. And then I was secondly fortunate when I said, I was thinking about starting a volleyball club. What do you think? And she said, sure, go ahead. And I don't think she had any idea what she was getting herself into. Congratulations to all the other members of the class, first of all. Thank you for that. To the OVA staff, thank you for your tireless work and for your vision, and especially for your expansion in how you're now engaging your members and really working at making this a true volleyball community. And I spoke to, I think, Kerry tonight about thank you for the Fall Classic. Joanne, if that came from that one presentation at Provincials, and that came, thank you. All of our teams do, and the rest of Ontario is not happy with you, but you know what that brings, and it gives everybody an idea of what 40 years of my life have been like. To the people who both started this with me, a young man by the name of Paul Papineau, and I don't know if anybody from the London area remembers Paul when he played at Fanshawe. To the very first class, and I couldn't help but notice on a Team O picture out there, 3 of Greg's teammates. Greg was in one of those pictures. Kevin Graham, Margot, I think you went to Queens with him. David Saint-Hélène and Paul Villeneuve. Very first, just kids from one high school, starting a club, and by the time they graduated, they're playing in the Canada Summer Games. So very proud of that group, and if it wasn't for their passion and desire, I probably would have never decided to do something Maverick and start a club. Rob Atkinson used to say, there's that club team playing high school. But it was just Colonel By kids to start. However, it was never going to be quite good enough or quite enough. So over the years, I was fortunate to tap into some incredible people in the Ottawa area. A couple are sitting at this table back here that are just phenomenal and what they do. Frank, for his vision, I remember sitting in our residence room in Sherbrooke after his first year coaching my son with me, and he asked, what do you see or what do you want to see from this club? And from that discussion, the high performance program eventually blossomed with the help of Bill Swires and that. Judy for helping me when I rebooted in 2000 and take on my juvenile team, as it was called back then, along with Paul Rainville. So many people, and I had a long written thing, but it was going to be way over what Tim says our time limit is, so I decided I can't read this whole thing, so I'm going to just ad-lib. I have this condition that when I talk about things that I'm proud of, fluids secretes from my body, and I am going full regimental, so it's not that area, but I will, I know, choke up at certain points here, so. Paul Pavin, so proud to be inducted alongside you. Paul and I received our Diane Wood Award on the same night in 2015, and that was pretty amazing for me because I remember playing against Paul when I first went to Mac and had nothing but respect for him and nothing but respect for the Predators and everything you've done and become and the lessons we've learned from you and with the reciprocal exchanges we've done as a club, I think we've helped a little bit in that journey too. To all the club directors who, without their guidance, Wayne, Janet, any others that I'm missing in the room, thank you for what you do. Because of what you do, we get to do what we do. And without opponents, there is no competition, there is no growth. This game stole me away from basketball. If you met me in 1977, I would have I would have gone dollar for dollar that I would be in the NBA right now, and little did I know. But I was just in love with basketball, and then I fell into volleyball, and it's been an incredible journey ever since. The most impactful time, of course, of my career was with these three fine gentlemen who decided to join me tonight when I requested. Our first 4 years, or our 4 years at McMaster, were Tim, fellow inductee, and such an amazing teammate and player. And by the way, Tim can probably play Sweet Caroline on the trombone. I don't know if he still can, but we used to go to his brass band nights and dance the night away when we were in university. Mike Russell, who is a builder on his own and building the Storm Volleyball Club in Mississauga, and talk about a legend of OFSA hosting. Thank you for everything you've done, Mike, and for being my best man at that wedding. And you continue to be that, even to this day. He rescued my daughter from being stranded at Pearson last night and put her up for the night, so he's always there for me. And for Dave Gross, my roommate in third year, and for all the laughs, all the challenges, all the adventures, I can't believe Grossy did that. But, and for his role, both as a technical director with the Barrie Elites and as an amazing official in the OVA, Dave, you always inspires me. His career is now south of the border officiating, apparently, because they have better working conditions. I'm not sure if it's the right way to play it. To my friend Mike Chumley for joining me tonight. Mike, those summers with you and at all the athlete development centers that Kerry and staff put on so long ago, to meeting your child, and for you helping my son get to Dalhousie and play there. Your friendship has meant a lot to me through all these years. Getting back to Paul, I have a Vince-type story about Paul. He said it was okay to say it, but Paul and I his most impactful moment in my life revolves around a shower at Madawaska. And no, nothing like that, but how he is. I was suffering razor burns so bad, and Paul instructed me on the secret of shaving in the shower. And this was in 1980-something, 88 maybe. And I have not bought a can of shaving cream since. It sounds funny to you guys, but it was just changed my life. So thank you, Paul. Moving back on. To the people who have been instrumental, Tammy St. Denis is sitting there, and she carried this club for so long as an administrator. And I remember standing up at our 34th anniversary, or 34th year's banquet, and saying, hey, we had 30 teams this year. Next year's the 35th anniversary. Why don't we go for 35? And because she just knew how much more work she was going to have to do. But she took it on, and we did it. And reaching goals and milestones with this organization has been just an honor and pleasure with my life. I mean, you saw Greg up here earlier, Judy, Frank, even, unfortunately, some of the people in the memoriam are people I was blessed to work with. But it's the joy and love for this sport that has taken me over more than any other sport I played, and I dabbled in a few. But the community of volleyball is just unbelievable, and how supportive it is. And I want to thank everybody for choosing this road and this passion. It's great. I'm going to finish out with the hardest parts, and that is those really well-dressed kids over there. I can't believe, well, first of all, who has the audacity to name his son Karch? Well, it was 1987. I didn't know he was left-handed at the time, so it didn't quite match up that way. But my second son, Travis, was also named at a black and gold game at Dalhousie through to Travis Murphy from PEI. But my daughter, Alana, for her unwavering dedication to the game and how much she inspired me with how hard she worked. All three, to have my children follow my passion was just, I can't tell you how much it means, because I've met so many of my alumni who say, yeah, I've tried, but they really, about their own children, they don't want to play. I'm like, wow, 3 for 3, I'm really, really, really lucky. But number one, and I'm circling back, and I promise this will be it, is the woman sitting there with them. So not only did she gift me them, from day one, when she said yes, to maybe day 380, when I said, I want to buy a van so we can drive to Toronto, because parents didn't go. Parents never went. Coach had to transport the kids. To taking on every role in our organization at some point, because nobody was doing it. So whether it be registration, website, branding, marketing, clothing, policy writing, everything that goes into organizing a club, totally in the back of the thing, Chris. I can't tell you how much it's meant to me for you to be with me and to still be with me after everything I've put you through all these years later. Thank you, my dear, and I love you, and I'll always love you. And thank you all to the OVA and the community of volleyball. This has been an incredible ride, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where the journey's going to go. Thank you.